Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, Aries Taurus Cusp for the week of August 17th through the 23rd. There was an energy of anticipation, an energy of, for some of you, it may be experiencing as an anxiety type of energy, but it's really more of anticipation. You're waiting for something, or you're kind of waiting for the right moment was what I was picking up. Either waiting for something to manifest, waiting for something to come in, or waiting for the right moment to go after something. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies and leave the rest. And just a reminder, there are dogs in the house, so if they start barking, I will pause and then continue once they're done. You will be seeing them in the background, as you can see one of them laying over there on the couch. You guys are waiting for a confirmation on something. Now, because these are general readings, I'm not gonna get very specific, but there is a confirmation when it comes either to you're waiting to hear from a job, or you're waiting to hear from an offer that you made to somebody. Doesn't necessarily have to be in love, right? This can be, hitting up one of your friends and being, oh, let's go away, in a couple of weekends, let's go away for a weekend or something like that. And you're waiting for some type of confirmation, because it's almost like there was something that you put out, something that you offer, something that you expressed, and now you're waiting for the other person to come ahead and give their response to something. It could be a love offer. Maybe that is where the anticipation or the anxiety energy is kind of creeping in, kind of waiting. You're kind of playing this waiting game, waiting to see what the response is going to be. If it is in love, and again, we try to keep the love energy for Thursdays, but sometimes it does creep in. So we are going to acknowledge this because it's here. If it is in love, whoever it is that you made an offer to, or whoever it is that you're waiting to hear from when it comes to love, is currently entertaining someone else. And that's as much as I'm going to say on that. So let's go ahead and see. If this is in regards to like going out with friends, or trying to get together with friends, or like a job or something like that, I do see things working in your favor. I do not necessarily see the answer coming in this week. And if it does come in, it's more towards the end of the week, not so much the beginning of the week. For that person that is dealing with somebody in love, the person is going to end up choosing you, just not at this moment in time. So it can be that they could have you in a waiting period for a couple of weeks, or maybe a couple of months. And again, the energy just keeps on creeping in. Let's go ahead. There's so much that needs your attention and focus this week, that you're not giving. Okay, you're not giving 100% to what it is that is requiring your attention, and that comes in the sense of, again, because of the anticipation or the worry that you have over waiting for an answer on something. So if you made an offer, if you apply for a job, if you're waiting to hear back, kind of just let go of the control that you have over wanting the answer right now, because all that is doing is keeping you in your head and not allowing you to focus on the things that require your attention today, that require your attention this week. So it's almost like you're falling trap to that procrastination type of energy, because of the simple fact that your mind is preoccupied with a response that you're waiting from someone else. So the best thing for you to do this week is to tackle down and get the things that need to get done. And I know that it sounds so simple and it sounds so whatever, but if you just go one day this week and just kind of let it flow, right, and see what you get done unintentionally, you're not going to get anything done. So there has to be intent behind everything that you do this week. There has to be that determination, that discipline this week, because again, it's almost like the waiting and the anticipation of an answer from someone is keeping you extremely distracted, to the point where even basic things that you normally do or you're not doing, right? So very simple. Maybe you are one, let's say, okay, we'll use meal prepping as an example, right? I'm a huge advocate for meal prepping, snack prepping, all of that stuff, not just for myself, but also for the rest of my family, right? For the dogs, for the kids, etc. Because it allows me to have healthy food, food that goes well with my body at my fingertips, right? So if I were to be distracted waiting on an answer, or so focused or so wanting to control, what is this person going to say? Am I going to get this job? And all I do is sit and dwell on that energy, I'm not going to meal prep. So then when it's time to eat, I'm either going to grab takeout, or I'm going to grab the first junk food that I see, right? Something that doesn't need to be prepared. So that's kind of what you should be avoiding this week. I'm not telling you to go ahead and meal prep if you don't meal prep. Like, guys, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just using that as an example. But there is a sense here of not allowing the distraction of an answer, or waiting for an answer, distract you from your responsibility, from your day-to-day responsibility. Because you do have a lot on your plate on any given week. But it's like, why would you make things harder for yourself by not showing up every day and kind of pushing things off till tomorrow, and then tomorrow you wake up and you're still in the same energy because you haven't gotten the answer that you're waiting for, that you're seeking for. So it's kind of like that type of energy. So do not allow the waiting period of an answer, or the anticipation of an answer, keep you stuck from accomplishing the things that you have committed to yourself, or that you have committed to others to accomplish. So now we're going to go ahead, I'm going to pull out 3 oracle cards. Now these can be confirmations to the reading, confirmation to something that didn't come out in the reading that you are inquiring about, or simply your advice for this week. Makes complete sense, and we talked about this, right? So we have the Lord, take charge with authority. So you have to take charge, and you have to be disciplined this week. Discipline is going to be the game changer for you, not just this week, but also moving on forward with your life, right? You can get motivation, you can get inspired from anything that you see, anything that you read, somebody that you follow, etc. But that discipline is what is going to get you to that next level, right? When you take charge of your life, when you are determined to see something through, when you are determined to live that life that you want to live, there is discipline within that, right? There is discipline as to when you commit to do certain things for yourself. The High Priestess harnessed the mystic power. So you are definitely in a place of creating, right? You're in a place of allowing yourself to see where it is that life is going to take you. But with the things that are being, how can I word it? Okay. With the things that are being brought up to your attention when it comes to creating, when it comes to evolving, when it comes to sharing, whatever it is that your purpose in life is, you have to be disciplined within that energy, right? And then we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Now, if you don't see the theme here, I don't know what will. I don't know how else to explain it. In the past, when you were in a space of worry about waiting for something or waiting for an answer, what did you get accomplished? How long did you procrastinate? How long did it take you to get back on track, right? So another simple example. Personally, those of you that know, I was diagnosed with narcolepsy, with cataplexy. So my sleeping pattern is nowhere near what anybody would consider normal, but it is normal for me. So I have days where my day begins at 1 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it begins at 3 o'clock. Sometimes it begins at 5 o'clock. Sometimes it begins at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't really matter. It goes in it has its own rhythm. And I'm kind of just going with the flow, right? But regardless of what that rhythm is, I have a system, right? I have a routine that I do every morning when I get up. I have a schedule that I follow and things like that. And my biggest challenge has been the rest, right? Not so much sleeping, but the rest, right? When it is time for me to rest, I have to allow myself that space. But that is something that has only gotten better with discipline when I listen to my body. Because if I didn't have the discipline to listen to my body, I would just continue to ignore it. And then I would constantly be tired, right? I would constantly be trying to look for something to wake me up or to keep me awake. So give me 3 more cards, Spirit. 3 more cards. I have 1, 2, 3. So we have the 5 of Diamonds, the 9 of Hearts, and the Ace of Hearts. So what is it that you see? Like, she's holding a feather. Now, is she receiving the feather or is she giving the feather? And then there's 2 hands over like a crystal ball, you can say. And then we have, these are like crystals or diamonds, whatever you want to call them. Crystals, let's put them like that way. But it's almost like if you allow yourself to surrender to knowing, right, that the answer that you're going to receive is what is best for you, then you can stop worrying so much about when the answer is going to come in. And then this allows you to go ahead and get the things that you need to get done. So there needs to be a surrendering that regardless of what the answer is going to be, you're going to accept it because it is what is best for you at this moment in time. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah, love you. Bye-bye.